Ding dong, bing bong, TikTok. What is going down? Welcome to another episode of Beyond Sober, also known as Sober Not Sober. I'm so stoked to kick it with you. Goodness gracious, it has been a while. I have been offline. I've been putting content out. I've been doing stuff. I've been over here. I've been over there. But the trip is I am back and I am alive. I am making magic happen. Oh, I forgot my water, and that is okay. What are you doing, dude? You could be literally anywhere doing anything. There's no obligation to kick it. Yeah, you still decide to show up. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I bet you're taking care of yourself, huh? I bet you're making real magic happen. I bet you've been drinking all of your water. You've been getting all of the rest. You've been eating all of the good foods, right? That's where a lot of my peace comes from, Chris, is knowing that you're taking care of you, dude. I don't want to have to worry about you. Yeah, I got my own stuff. Dude, Tamer, what do you mean no, bro? You mean you haven't been taking care of you? You mean you are somebody that we all have to worry about? It kind of sucks, man. We don't want to have to worry about you, dude. So what is it exactly that you're not doing? Is it that you don't care? You're not interested? You're not allowed, man? Good for you. What's up, Pink Pedal? What are you doing, dude? Once again, man, you can be anywhere. You can do anything. If you're here, it's because you're growing. It's because you're interested. It's because you're excited. 584 days alcohol-free for me. Dude, Jen, I am so stoked for you. That is absolutely next level work, dude. To commit to anything, think about this. Try and do something for 5 days, right? Try and do something for 10 days. Try and do something for 2.5 years, Scotty. It takes work, man. It takes commitment. It takes drive. Most of us sit here and go like, dude, I'm just not motivated. I just don't have what it takes. I'm not strong enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. That's not true. That's just what you think. That's just what you feel. That's what you believe. It is not true, dude. But the point is, the more we practice doing things because we don't want to do them, and specifically because they're difficult, the more discipline we get. And if we have discipline, who cares if we have motivation? Nobody shows up because they're motivated. They show up because they have some level of discipline. But if we don't practice disciplined behavior, we'll never develop the energetic force that we use to do what's necessary for us to get stronger, dude. Hey, quick check-in before 1.5 years yesterday for me. Tina, Tink, what's up, girl? I'm so proud of you. 1.5 years not drinking the juice, man, not being consumed by alcohol, dude. Now, here's the crazy part. Jessica, what's up, girl? So stoked to see you. Goodness gracious. The beast is in the building. One of the best of the best. I'm so stoked to see you, girl. Dude, 1.5 years, 2.5 years, it doesn't matter, because here's the trip. Sober is sober, but we want to focus on recovery. So when we go and we're like, hey, dude, guess how many days it's been since I consumed the thing that was destroying me, we also want to step into this like subtle place of pride, knowing that we've also been actively improving our quality of life. Because I know a lot of people who have been sober their entire life and hate opening their eyeballs. They do not like who they are. They're actively out there punishing other people because they are still sick inside. They're still under the influence of the thoughts of alcohol. They're still under the influence of the actions that they took on while they were drinking. They're still influenced by the same people. They're just good at saying no, right? That doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound healthy. That doesn't sound like a life that we actually want to live. Because in reality, we want to become somebody that doesn't struggle to say no. Because you're too busy saying yes to all of the amazing things that make life super duper duper fun. 365 days? Dude, that's almost a whole year. How badass, man. It takes a serious amount of struggling forward to make it that far. But here's the trip, man. This is an unconventional take on these things. We're not supposed to just like commit to something and go like, this is what I'm going to stick to for the rest of my life. Unless it's actually serving us. Make sense? We don't just want to like quit something or even start something under the intention of just doing it to do it. We want to commit to something like not consuming alcohol or not consuming a poison or not hanging out with those people or not thinking those thoughts or feeling those feelings because they actually serve us. Doing that is adding real value or appropriating the value in our life. And it makes it easy to commit to these things. Because remember this, dude, and I like to say this, most of us aren't impressed that you didn't hit that person in the face, right? I'm impressed that you wanted to give that person a hug. That's sexy. I want to see that. More of that, dude. That is something we sit here and go like, dude, he's not just not hitting them in the face. He's actively going out there, dude, and opening the doors for them, actively giving them love, actively saying nice things, and reflecting and projecting his respect and kindness and appreciation for other people. That's healthy, dude. That's amazing. So we look at 365 days of awesomeness and go, am I still the same person just not drinking alcohol? Or have I become someone greater? Yo, Ninja, what's up, man? So stoked to see you. What happens if I drink and my skin turns hot, blotchy, and red? That's bad, right? Check it out. I'll tell you this. Let's just kind of swap the concept real quick. Would you ask the same question if that happened when you ate spaghetti? Every time I have Italian food, dude, my skin gets really hot. It gets blotchy and it gets red, okay? That is not normal behavior. What I mean by that is every single one of those symptoms is a reaction. Alcohol, Adonis, what's up, girl? Alcohol in general is a symptom of our mental and physical health. So remember this, the better we feel, the less of the alcohol that we crave, right? The craving is the symptom. So when we look at, okay, well, every time I drink, the blood goes to my surface. It feels like it's boiling. My skin gets blotchy. First off, what's happening is alcohol dilates your cells, specifically your red blood cells. So it makes them, for lack of better words, inflame. This is why a lot of people, when they drink alcohol, they got pink cheeks. You ever seen those big dudes in bars? Dude, their just whole face is just flushed. They're not even doing anything. They're just sitting there. Well, we got to look at the structure of the body. We got to look at what alcohol actually does to us, because alcohol is in our blood. It's not just sitting in our bellies. We're not just sitting here going like, oh, look, there's alcohol here. No, dude, it's into a cellular level. That's hard to say. It is in our body. It is affecting like the molecular structures of things, how our body operates. Our cells are under the influence. Our blood is being influenced. So that's a long-winded ADHD thing or way of saying alcohol is a poison, dude. So if you are feeling or noticing some type of ailments when you drink, that's because it's supposed to do that. It is a literal carcinogen that causes cancer, dude. It's weird when people don't get those kinds of reactions, because we just sit here and go like, oh, well, I don't even have a hangover. It must be genetic because I'm Irish, because I'm Italian, because I'm this, because I'm that. Yeah, Nas, you know what I'm talking about. What's up, dude? It's quite possible. Chris, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't get hangovers. I don't, these things don't necessarily affect me. That's the problem. We, as a society, like to sit here and go like, guess how much alcohol I could drink without dying? And we think that we're cooler. We think that we're stronger because it didn't stop our heart like it did mine. We think we're cooler because we've done less damage, right? Our whole life isn't crumbling and we still have a super high tolerance. None of those things are strong, are healthy. What's up, Cicely? None of those things are like pride-worthy, right? Unless you are being basically, Nicole, what's up? Unless you're basically being, praised by another unhealthy person. Unhealthy people encourage more unhealthy behavior, man, because who wants to drink alone? Who wants to hurt themselves all by themselves? That's stupid. It takes a lot of energy to go and like actively self-sabotage and not let anybody know, right? It's kind of weird the way that works. So when we look at just like sobriety is just taking a break from the thing that's been making you blotchy, making your stomach hurt, making your relationships worse, making your brain foggy, making your diet weird, you see what I'm saying? That's been messing with your bank account. That's just taking a break from that. That's not necessarily shifting into someone that doesn't need to take a break. Recovery is healing and, for lack of better words, fixing the reasons why we still think that poison, that toxin should be in our body, or that we're stronger than we think we are. And one of the videos that I just put out a few minutes ago was the wine and tequila are the exact same alcohol. Alcohol is alcohol, dude. It doesn't matter where you get your alcohol from because it's still ethanol. It's still alcohol. Like, it doesn't matter if you're consuming it in a lager, in a beer, or you're having a bottle of wine, or you're having 4 or 5 shots of vodka. As long as the alcohol content, the amount of alcohol that you're consuming is the same, not the amount of pint. Like a pint of beer, the amount of alcohol that's in a pint of beer is equal to like 1 shot. So yes, it takes more fluid in a pint of beer that you could just get in 1 shot. We don't sit here and go like, oh, well, it's just beer. It's just, no, alcohol is like liquor is worse. No, if you drink that much liquor with the amount of fluid in a lager, in a beer, in a pint, you would die. So it doesn't, once again, it doesn't matter where the alcohol is coming from. It comes down to the amount of consumption, right? Most people are going to end up peeing all night long because they won't stop drinking these lagers, but they're still consuming the exact same amount as somebody else who had 2 margaritas earlier and stopped drinking. Alcohol is alcohol, man. What advice do you have for the spouse of an alcoholic in recovery? Brandy, this is a super great question. I'll tell you this. I was the alcoholic in recovery. And because I know what it's like to not be taken care of, and I know that it sounds weird, and the reason for this is, yes, these people gave me a place to stay, right? They fed me because I literally couldn't cook. I could barely even get off the couch. Yes, they were there to do things for me, but that's not what I needed. That's not what humans need. Humans aren't sitting here going, I just need a roof. I just need to eat. I just need water. Those are the bare necessities that that keep us alive. When we're in recovery, we need real support. We need people who are encouraging us, people who see us, who recognize our pain, people who can sit there when we're at our lowest and go and we seriously just want to give up. And we're talking all this crap and we're getting hyphy and we're getting just like angry. We need someone there that's going to go like, I see your pain, I feel you, I love you, and I appreciate you. I'm your biggest fan, dude. I am your biggest fan. We are in this. What can I do for you? What do you need? If you say nothing, I'm going to keep prying. I want you to utilize me, not take advantage of me, but I need you to be honest and open with me because I know it's easier to just want to drink and escape the pains and the misery that you're in. The unfortunate part about that is if you do drink, and Elizabeth in the building, if you do drink, you're going to make your system worse and you're going to need more support. You're going to need more medications. You're going to need more help. We don't want to do that. So I need you to be open and honest with me and let me know, is your stomach okay? Or do you need rest? Do you need a break? Am I bombarding you with information? What kind of food do you feel like eating today? What can you make for yourself? What do you want to do for yourself? And how can I support you when you don't have the strength or whatever it is? The other part of this, aside from Emily, what's up, girl? Aside from just being there and helping that person realize that they are being cared for, regardless of their feelings, is you also taking care of yourself. You're leading the way. You want to be drinking all that water that you want them to drink. You want to be going for those walks that they need to be going on. You want to be eating those foods that they really need to start putting in their diet. Because remember, when we're in recovery and we feel helpless and we feel sad and hopeless, when we feel like recovery is never going to end, when we feel like nothing is working, when we're exhausted because it's so hard to eat, when we're so tired because we're insomniacs now. We used to drink alcohol to go to sleep. When we are just out of it because we're used to thinking with alcohol in our system, we want to make sure that the people who are surrounding us are also leading the way. They're showing us. They're there with us. Granted, recovery, like the better we recover, not the faster, the better we recover, the less time we're just going to spend being sober. This is why I'm Beyond Sober, the masterclass. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, my name is Kohdi. I'm the creator of 2 of the most powerful sobriety and recovery platforms on planet Earth. It's all about recovery. I don't care if you get sober. I care if you recover into someone that doesn't need to get sober. someone healthier, happier, stronger, more abundant, more peaceful. I don't want you to be somebody that just has a bunch of tools that are going to help you say no. I don't want you to just have to go sit in a room and commiserate with a bunch of people doing no better than you are. I want you to be the leader of your life, the CEO and the hero of your world. That's what the Sobriety Masterclass is all about. It's less about alcohol and all about you. And I'm telling you this, man, if you or somebody you know is struggling, don't be afraid to come kick it with all 2,000 of us. It's sobernotsober.com or the link in my bio. Feel free to take a look at it. All the free stuff is there, dude. Podcast is there. Programs are there. Everything you're looking for. I say all of this to go, recovery is an individualized journey, okay? I could hand you all the tools and I could be the face of these things. But here's the biggest question, right? And this is something that's been kind of like circling the past few days. I've been in Michigan and I've been meditating, lots of just amazing things. Do you actually want to fix the problem, or do you just enjoy the attention that the problem gets you? This is a huge shift for most people. And the reason for this is there is a lot of attention that comes from being the sickest person in the room. There's a lot of attention when you're victimizing yourself. There is a lot of attention when you are actively attempting to convince the world that you're the one that can't do it, that your circumstances are so unique that it's not possible for you to be a regular person. It's not possible for you to get stronger. When we're constantly making excuses and explaining the reasons why we are the most unique person on the planet, there is a lot of combative material. There's a lot of volume in your world. And that's because we're actively attempting to make ourselves look like the weakest link so we can get the greatest amount of attention. Every little bit of attention that we get when we're sick releases dopamine. It helps us feel like we're getting better temporarily, but then we become addicted to the attention. And the only way to get more attention is to practice more of the destructive behavior. That is alcoholic behavior, toxic behavior, unhealthy behavior, whatever those look like, are going to get you attention. The trippiest part, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of people won't stop drinking, is because when you have nothing to complain about, who wants to listen to you? When the only thing that matters is how happy you are, who wants to listen to your stories? Most people on the planet don't care about how happy you are because they are not. Most people you'll ever meet are just as or more miserable than you are. It is easy to talk about all the things you hate, all the things you don't like, all the things that aren't working, all of the problems, all of the turmoil, all of this discrepancies. It is so easy. Your brain literally amplifies the adrenaline and writes the story deeper in your psyche because it was so impactful at that point. It is easy to talk about all the things that don't feel good because they have the greatest emotional impact. But when you're in recovery, we're not encouraging you to talk about the things that hurt. You know why? Because that makes you want to drink. Why would we talk about all of the things that make you want to escape the emotion that you were previously doing with alcohol? This is why if you're just going to sit in a room and we're just listening to everyone else's crap, you're going to relapse. Like, it's going to trigger most people. About 95% of people are going to commiserate, connect, and relate to the pain and the anguish of the people around them, and then justify their own shitty behavior and go like, see, this is how the world is. Everybody I know, everyone I'm surrounded by has the same or similar story. This is how the world is. No, this is how your perception of the world is. The world changes when you do. And when you become a happy, healthy person, what do you think those people look like? They don't look like the people you want to share stories with. That's for sure. They don't look like the type of people who are growing and expanding and getting healthier. Do they? They don't. They sound, feel, and act like people who don't want to fix themselves or grow or expand. They don't want to experience real joy because it's scary. When you really realize that you are capable of not just creating joy, but capitalizing on your own happiness for no reason. And it's easy peasy. There's responsibility associated with that. And usually it's more responsibility than we've ever taken on. I don't want to be responsible, so I'll drink. As long as I'm responsible for this next sip, that's the extent of the responsibility that I'm willing to take. That's how we make things worse. I don't feel like a happy, healthy person. I get you. This is why the key to all alcoholic and addictive behavior is happier. Not happiness, happier. Every single day, Emma, is doing one thing that could or does improve your quality of life. People with high quality lives, dude, very rarely sacrifice them with toxins and poisons. So I say this to go, you're not supposed to just wake up and be happy. Maybe one day I'll just be happy. No, happiness is a skill. It's something we practice every single day, dude. Every single day. Oscar, we're going to talk about that in a second. We wake up and we say the things that we want to hear. We listen to the things that actually fuel our core. We do the things that energetically and physically help us feel better, right? We go for walks, we go for the gym, we stretch, we do these things. We move our bodies, we do yoga, whatever it is. We go outside, we touch the grass, we do these things. And we do these things because every little tiny bit of happier is moving us further away from the miserable. That miserable space that we're so familiar with is the reason why we have the symptom of an alcoholic thought. We're sitting here going like, you know what sounds good? Everything but what I'm feeling right now. What's the quickest way to get out of this feeling? I'll just drink. I'll just have a drink. Just a glass of wine. You know one is too many. You of all people know that one is too many and 1,000 isn't enough, right? This is why we keep chasing the dopamine, whether you've got ADHD, ADD, CPTSD, BPT, whatever it is. The point is that just a little bit happier, designing a lifestyle, even pretending, Mimi, that maybe today is the day and today is going to unlock tomorrow, but only if I do something like this. If you just practice doing the things that happy people do, you're going to get happier results. Those happier results is 100% less alcohol. Less alcohol means less poison, less toxicity, less dependency, less behavior that makes you want to escape. And if you're starting to feel good, there's less of a reason why you'd want to escape a good feeling, dude. Mel, you got to tell me something? I'm listening. There's absolutely, oh my God, Emmy Lane's in the building. There's zero reason. Like, I was just in Michigan, dude. It was absolutely phenomenal, dude. Best week of my life. It was next level. Holy crap-oli. At no point of the week in Michigan was I sitting here going, you know what? You know what? Just make this so much better. Bring on the alcohol. They know. Like, no. Like, it's not because, oh, you can't have it. It's, dude, there is no way that anything other than myself could possibly make this any better. I'm the reason why I'm having a good time to start with. The autonomic response. Like, listen, this is the most toxic thing I did this whole weekend. I was like, I need sugar. Like, I need sugar. And I went and I had 3 cookies. And then I realized I still needed sugar. The sugar was not, my craving wasn't being satisfied by the cookies. And so I'm sitting here going like, okay, well, how about I'll try this, and I'll try this snack, and I'll try this snack. GABA is a dopamine response. It's an extension of a dopamine response. So I'm eating these cookies going like, why am I not satiated? Why does it not taste good? I mean, it tastes good. It tastes great, but I'm not satisfied. That's toxic. Like, I'm sitting here trying to like curb this craving. And then I was like, an apple. I need an apple, dude. I did sneak the cookies. I want the apple. And so I went and cut up that apple. Boom. Instant sweet goodness. Honey crisp magic down my gullet. Oh, it was so good. And my body was satiated. That's the sugar I wanted. That's the sugar I needed. So I say this to go, the most toxic response to a healthy mind and body is having a few cookies and feeling bad. Not because you can't have the cookies, but because you chose the cookie first. I didn't mean to cheat on you, Apple. Like, I knew it was you the whole time. I just wanted to try it. You know what I'm saying? So, but once again, both the cookies and the apple added value to my experience, dude. We want to look at ourselves and go like, okay, where am I eating these cookies from? Not, am I in the kitchen? Are they on the second drawer of the pantry? in the kitchen. Where am I here? Am I a happy, healthy person, Sherry, eating these Chips Ahoy, hidden way behind the cabinet so the kids don't get them? Right, Mitzi too, girl? Or am I a happy, healthy person that is just, having a sugar craving? You know what I'm saying? The way we eat the cookies is the same way we drink the alcohol. The way we eat the cookies is the same way that we have conversations. The way we eat the cookies is the same way we imbibe in any type of toxicity. So the healthier we are, the more we practice the Cookie Monster, the more we practice these healthy behaviors, the more healthy results we're going to get. And it's literally as simple as that. I had someone earlier today, I had like 15 messages. Apples are gross. I'll eat the shift out of a mango though. Dude, I love mangoes. Absolutely love mangoes. I could eat a peach for hours, dude. It is so good. Mangoes all day. But I've had people in my inbox even today, and they're like, "Hey, dude, what was it? What fixed your liver? What did you do, man? Like, did you have medications? Like, tell me what it is." And I'm like, "Girl, you got to understand what I'm saying." And I stress this so often, and it's like it's not until we become adults that we actually understand that. Peach, what's up, Jazz? We don't necessarily understand it, and even if we do understand it, we still think it's a scam because everything feels like a scam. Holy crap. I honestly thought when I was sick that the entire health industry was simply out there to take my money and make it seem like I could get healthier. Some people actually do that. My point with this is my ADHD is kicking in, and I had somewhere I was going with this. I get it. Is we think that they asked me like, what is it that you did? Dude, I just did what we're all supposed to do. We've been told to do these things since birth. Even our shitty parents that didn't know what they were talking about, that were living life for their first time too, they were still encouraging us to take care of ourselves to some degree. They still said eat the apple. Here's what the doctor said. Dude, stop drinking alcohol. Done. Drink more water. Absolutely. Get more rest. That means take naps. Get more rest, right? Set a bedtime. Go to sleep. Sleep more. Cactus Chris in the building. What's up, G-Funk? So stoked to see you. Go to sleep. Like, actually practice going to sleep. Get real sleep. Dude, say nice things to yourself, man. Like, just stop. You can't be so negative all the time. It's a whole vibration. It makes you sick, dude. If your thoughts can make you sick, Greg, listen to what I'm saying, bro. If your thoughts can make you sick, like depression, like anxiety, right? Like fear, if just a thought can make you sick, then don't you think just a thought can make you well? It's the same brain, dude. It's not like your brain's actively out here working against you. It is here to work with you, but it's only going to operate with what you give it. And if the only thing you're giving it is shit, then the only thing it has to reproduce is more shit. That's what you get, bro, right? So as we start shifting these things, better foods, right? Maybe some nutritions, whatever it is, right? I got Thrive right here. This is my nutrition regimen, right? Better sleep, better rest. Move your goddamn body, dude. Go outside. Emily loves to touch grass. It's 30 degrees. She's like, I got to put my feet on the floor. She's just like hopping outside. Nope, I know it's raining. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to put my feet on the ground. Mother Earth. I'm like, dude, she loves you. But it's true. Like, touch the ground, man. These are very basic things. This is not like some magic pill. Like, there's no like specific vitamin regimen that's going to be the thing. Dude, you may be allergic to iron. You may not have the magnesium that you need. You may not have the appropriate diet for your genetics, man. But because you don't know that isn't a reason to punish yourself. It's not a reason to drink. It's not a reason to make your life harder. All of those are reasons for you to get to know yourself, to try these things and see what works and what doesn't work. Go full circling to the beginning of this conversation. If having Thrive in your body makes your blood boil, makes you have hives, and you get blisters, stop taking it. Do something else. But we can't just sit around and go like, well, I stopped drinking alcohol. When is the fun going to happen? You're a boring person. That's why the fun's not happening. You're not practicing anything other than not drinking, and no one cares that you're not drinking. We care that you're taking care of yourself. That's recovery. There's super sick people right this very second that are very sick doing very mean things to very good people. I want them to feel better. The better they feel, the better they do. The better they do, the better they treat themselves. The better they treat themselves, the better they treat the people around them. I want nothing but the absolute best for this human being. Dude, leave our people alone. Take care of yourself, man. None of this is important. None of it's making anything better. Your guilt, your shame, your hate, your pain is making it worse. Not just for you, but for everybody. And we are all innocent bystanders to your sickness, and we see it. You can't get away from it. You could only move through it. But are you seriously not going? You're afraid of your own emotions? That's the most masculine thing I've ever heard. Dude, feel your feelings, boo-boo. It is so important, dude. Like, for the sake of the human race, just take a nap, bro. Like, it's the most basic things, dude. When you start taking care of yourself, you get the results that mean you get the actual results where you have to take care of yourself less. It takes a little bit of work. The same work that you're spending managing your mind, the same energy that you're spending on being a sick human being is the same energy, David, that you could spend becoming a healthy person, dude. Nobody likes being sick, but they will defend their sickness. Ew. God damn it. That sucks. That sucks. Nobody likes being sick, but they will defend their sickness. To the point of not getting help. To the point of not recovering. To the point of talking themselves into believing that this is how life is supposed to be. And they'll use the guilt and the shame. They'll use their past and the projection of their future to punish themselves now. And then everyone around them has to literally step in the goo of their mistakes. It's so gross, dude. But that doesn't mean we look down upon these people. These people need what we have more than anyone else. We are the leaders. We are the ones that continue to show up. And we show up by taking care of ourselves. We're lovers, not fighters. Mama Carrie, but we do fight for what we love, man. David James, man, I helped you? What do you mean? Like cross the street or something else, man? Kelsey, I appreciate you. My favorite dude, 16 months sober. Melanie, what's up, girl? 16 months, that's almost 17, dude. 16 months sober, though? Okay, here's my question. I've been asking everybody this. Is all you are sober, dude? You're sober. The only thing that you're excited to say and to talk about is the fact that you're not drinking? Or are you recovering, dude? Oh, I helped you get sober? Bro, that's so dope, man. I supported you as you got sober. Can you talk about brain fog? Absolutely. Thriving. Yeah! Melanie, I love that, dude. Hey, talk to Emmy. You see Emmy in here? She's thriving too. Like, we're all thrivers, dude. We got our nutrition, we got our mind, we got everything working on our behalf. Actively struggling forward every day through the thick of it and through the thin of it. Let's talk about brain fog, dude. I had extreme brain fog for months and months and months, man. 717, I see it over here. I'm to the point, like my brain fog started to set in while I was drinking. This is a problem, dudes. Okay, like, and I say this to go like, if you're drinking alcohol and your brain is already starting to make things a little fuzzy. It's hard for you to like process. It's hard for you to communicate. It's hard for you to think, Laura. It feels like there's actual fog here. Your brain feels heavy. This is something they also call wet brain, okay? So this brain fog, it basically, here's what's happening. You have a sender and a receiver, neurons firing in your brain. You may send a code, but this thing here is having trouble receiving it. So you may be like, for a very basic like example, you may be saying something and then like an ADHD brain completely forget what you're about to say or find it nearly impossible to finish those words or finish that thought in its entirety. And it happens with absolutely everything that you do. My brain fog started right here. And I remember I was in a grocery store. I was looking at cheese. And I'm like, dude, what is this? All right here, dude, was just this pressure. And like my eyes were going sideways. It was like weird. And I wasn't even like drunk. I just, I was a high functioning alcoholic. I was taking 30 shots a day. So things get weird. It's kind of normal, but this was a weird kind of weird. And so this pressure started to build up. And then I went home after that, took a few shots, and then the fog went away. The pressure went away. And that was one of the first, maybe second times that I realized that alcohol solves everything. Got a headache, take a shot. Got a stomachache, take a shot. Got brain fog, take a shot. Got wet brain, take a shot. This is a next level dependency, dude. When alcohol starts to solve the illusion of the problems that you have or removes the ailments that the problems are producing, that's the real issue there, right? It's not supposed, it's a poison. It can only make things worse. So if we believe it's making something better, we're in the thick of it. So once I got out of the hospital, they had me on lactulose. And lactulose it helps get all the ammonia out of your brain. Your brain is basically swimming in ammonia, dude, especially if you've been drinking a lot. The reason I talk about this is because so many people don't do the work when they get out of the hospital or when they stop drinking. And they'll sit within that brain fog and they'll just wait. They'll just wait. And they think that if they wait long enough, that they'll just have their brain back. If we don't challenge our brain, even today, I challenge my brain every day, emotionally, physically, energetically, spiritually. If I don't challenge my brain, it doesn't grow. It doesn't rewire itself. This is called neuroplasticity. It's your brain's ability to fix itself or to get stronger, to rewire. So if your brain is like this and you're just sitting around, nothing's going to happen. You're going to sit with that brain fog for a very long time. But if you start trying to wiggle those thoughts and you start challenging your brain, for me, I was drawing pictures, doing graffiti and stuff. You start challenging your brain, then your brain goes, dude, we need to figure this out. We need to learn how to function. Then it starts actively building itself based on what you're doing. Because the only way it knows how to function if you've been drinking for that long is under the influence of alcohol. This is why you don't feel like yourself when you stop drinking. It's because all of your thoughts, all of your emotions, all of your actions have been directly associated within the influence of alcohol. So you're trying to fire these codes off, but there's no alcohol there to filter out what that code means. So now you're firing all these codes and going like, I don't even know how to do this. And it feels so weird. You don't feel like yourself. Your thoughts don't make sense. You're like highly impacted by these super weird patterns of thought that were generated when you were drinking. Kelly, yeah, neuroplasticity, so important, dude. This is neuroplasticity is by far one of the most important things you don't even have to understand it. You just have to accept it that this is the truth. This is why the single shot method works. It's because we're helping people rewire their brains from a state of practice while they're drinking alcohol. This is why we call it, you got to think different to drink different. When you think differently about yourself or differently about alcohol, you start to fire new codes and challenge your brain in new ways while being hammered by the alcohol. So because your brain is being challenged with the literal toxin and you're out here going, I got this, bro. I'm drinking different. I'm thinking different. I'm practicing things that are different. You start doing these things and your brain goes, holy crap, I'm actually stronger and more capable than ever. And one of the things that I tell people, and Kelly, this is for you, if you could practice it while you're drinking, you can master it while you're sober. If you start practicing healthy behavior while you're not feeling well, when life starts to get easier as you get better and get more sober or more recovered, all those things that you started practicing when they were the most difficult. This is what I was talking to Emily about this morning. Emmy here. We had a beautiful conversation. Love this girl to death. Holy guacamole. Literally chips in the kitchen. Holy crap, dude. Next level stuff. The point is that when it's difficult is when we practice. We have to practice in the thick of these things. Otherwise, we attempt to grow by idea, by concept. An idea isn't challenging enough to force our brains to rewire itself. It may encourage us or influence us to take specific actions, but if we're not actively out there challenging our brain, then we remain the same, dude. It's also going to fight Alzheimer's, dude, and all these other symptoms that older people deal with. So the more difficult the circumstances, whether it's alcohol in your brain and you're actively doing healthier behaviors, or you're challenging your body by going to the gym or going for a longer walk, or you're challenging your soul and your energy by practicing meditation. All of these things are actively helping your brain completely rewire itself. That's what the Beyond Sober Masterclass is all about. That's what the Unlabeled Recovery Program is all about. It's there to help you specifically and strategically rewire your brain and become stronger than you could ever possibly imagine, dude. To the point where you don't even fire a single code of the version of you that you left behind. You don't even recognize yourself because you can't even see yourself in the same way. Super crazy. That's the power of neuroplasticity. Also, when we challenge our brains like that, single shot approach, you still drink? No, hell no, I don't drink. So single shot, if you don't know what the single shot method is, it's a way to practice drinking less alcohol safely and without the fear of withdrawals. There's a video on it that I created on a public website, totally free for everybody. It's for people who are struggling with alcohol. The people who have really benefited from it are the ones that have a full-on addiction or thought that they needed to go to rehab. So single shot method is basically this. Average out the amount of alcohol that you drink every single day and then take one away and then practice drinking the rest until that becomes your new average. So you're taking a single shot or a single drink away from your typical daily intake. Then when that becomes your new average, you're going to do that again. So if you had 10 drinks, you practice this for a week and then you're going to bring it down to 9 until 9 becomes your new standard. And then when you're good at 9, you're going to bring it down to 8 and so forth. Lots of people were drinking 15, 20, 30 or more drinks and they thought they were going to have to go to detox. They thought they were going to need real medical assistance. They thought that their life was over. Not true. If we could drink ourselves to what's that called? A high tolerance, we could drink ourselves back down to a low tolerance. Now, a low tolerance basically means that you get drunk faster. When you have a high tolerance, you're not going to slowly lower your tolerance so you get buzzed quicker. That's not what we mean. We mean drinking yourself into a state like 4 drinks or less where you can just stop at that point and not have any major withdrawal symptoms. You could get your life back in a matter of weeks instead of $30,000 later. We talk about all this stuff in the masterclass. We talk about all this stuff in Unlabeled. We talk about this stuff in the recovery guide. Everything I'm talking about, you guys all have access to. So if you haven't checked out the link in my bio, you're even remotely interested, feel free to check it out, man. I'm responding to messages for people who are reaching out, asking questions literally all day long, man. We have people popping up in the program every single day because they're ready to evolve. They don't just want to stop drinking, man. They want to work with one of the best. They want to know what I know. They want to work together and as a community to become greater than they ever possibly imagined. But it starts with reaching sobriety, because without sobriety, we don't stand a chance, man. We just don't. And so the single shot method is one of those methods that is based in harm reduction, neuroplasticity, and programming that has saved countless lives so far. You can check it out, singleshotmethod.com. Singleshotmethod.com. Or hit the link in my bio and just scroll down. You'll see it. It's all right there. Super powerful stuff. What do you mean 129 days free and recovering? Allison setting the bar, dude. That is absolutely amazing. Amazing. See my brain? It's happening, dude. Free and recovering. So I absolutely adore that statement because you're not just sober. You're reaching to a space beyond sobriety. I don't care if you're sober. I care if you're happy. I don't care if you're not drinking. I care if you're getting healthier. Just life isn't meant to be just here. There's a whole world up here, and it's even crazier if you spent your whole life down here, man. Dude, DJ, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, you've been down here for so long, man. You think that just not drinking alcohol and getting to 0 is, like, amazing? Wait until you get to 100, man. Holy crap. It's a whole new world. And you love it, dude. You would never sacrifice that. You would never, ever, ever go, you know what I want to do at the peak of my existence? I want to destroy it with a toxin. You just wouldn't do that, bro. You just wouldn't. And there's the people around you, they're not going to let you do that anyway. You lost everything, but I'm going to be great. Check this out. You are great. You're not going to be great. Only the great are capable of losing everything and continuing on. I'm one of those people. I lost my house, my car, my job, money, friends. The IRS was against me. Felon, bro. Lost my body, my health, my energy. I lost my soul. I lost myself. Dude, once you've lost everything, you're free to do anything. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of strength. That's a lot of responsibility, knowing that you could do anything you want. Literally, nothing is stopping you. Everybody is technically in that position, but you've lost everything. That means there's nothing holding you down. Nothing at all, ever. Not even a little bit. So what type of decisions are you making then, bro? Are you just sitting here going like, I lost everything, so I'm just going to keep on losing whatever I gain? Or are you going like, dude, I literally have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I'm going to do the opposite of what helped me lose everything and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? A better life? It doesn't get worse when you do great things, bro. Great people show up and do great things for themselves every single day. And as they do those great things, it reflects into the people around them. They start attracting opportunities. Remember this, dude. This happened to me. The reason you lost everything is because, first off, it wasn't actually for you. Anything that's for you will never leave you. Anything that's for you, you'll never actually lose. You weren't capable of hanging on to all that stuff. If you were, you would have. But the point is that the circumstances unfolded exactly to let you know that all of those things were the reason why you weren't taking care of yourself. Now you have no reason not to grow, not to expand, not to get better, not to lead the way, not to become a coach, not to reach for that shit. It literally left you to give you everything that you possibly need, dude. But it comes down to this. Are you going to use that loss and just reflect on the fact that you once had something that no longer exists? Or are you going to look at what's not there and go, now I have the option of gaining everything that I want? What you choose is a reflection of who you believe you are. And I'm telling you, you are the type of person to choose everything. Everything is for me now. I can have it all. There's nothing that can stop me, but I am in my way and I don't want to be. So what's the first step of gaining everything I want? Accepting the fact that you have all of the capability, dude. You literally have everything at your fingertips. You have nothing but opportunity. I know it's difficult to let things go, but the point is they already let you go. There's no reason to hang on to something that does not exist, because to do so is to look back while running forward. It's like me pushing you towards your dreams and you going, but wait, the house. Fuck your house, bro. It is the reason why you weren't able to grow. You remember the energy in that house? You remember the whole vibes that were there? You remember what happened? You want to hang on to that? It's an illusion, dude. It doesn't exist, but you do. The future isn't real, but you're creating it with every decision you're making right now. Everything you do today sets you up for success tomorrow. And here's the craziest part. Emmy knows this too. What you could possibly fathom going well for you is within the limitations of what you can imagine. This is why we go like, I can't imagine having $1 million. That doesn't mean you can't. You just can't imagine having it. What is it? What does it feel like? Have you ever been around that much money? I know you've seen the numbers, but you have no idea what you're capable of. You just know what you think you are capable of. That's the limitation. Well, I imagine a house. Is it a White House, big house, small house? Is it the White House? Right? Is it on the beach? Is it in the mountains, dude? Is it near a park? Right? Do you have 2 cars, 1 car, no cars? Right? Do you walk everywhere? Do you put your feet on the ground? Do you have a hovercraft, dude? You're not thinking about any of this stuff? Okay. What you are thinking is within the realms of what you think is obtainable. That's the limitation. You want to start thinking the next level, Jeff Bezos, crazy Elon Musk, getting to Mars type stuff. You want to shoot for the literal moon, dude, because the worst that can happen, even if you don't make it, as long as you elevate, you're gonna land on something really tall, which is much taller than where you came from, right? So we look at this and go like, damn, there's nothing stopping me. Okay, I need to literally turn my goddamn head And I need to look at where I'm going. And it starts with getting clear, dude. It starts with getting very specific, DJ. Not what do I think I deserve. Not do I want. Not I just want to have my needs met. Dude, you're better than someone that just needs their needs met, dude. Just because you don't need much doesn't mean you don't deserve everything. Just because you don't need much doesn't mean you don't deserve everything. That's beautiful that you could live very simplistic. It's beautiful that you could live on a minimal level. Cardboard box. I've been there. But dude, you deserve that house, man. You deserve those friends. You deserve that job. You deserve that love, dude. It's because it's yours. It's all yours. But you have to get out of your way. And the way you get out of your way is accepting the fact that everything that wasn't supposed to be in your life isn't there anymore. And everything that you're bringing in is by choice. We want to choose what's best for us, even if that is letting things go. Allowing those things to be gone. That is the resistance. That is the structure. That is the wall that stops us from moving forward. Because we latch on to think that, no, but. That's the problem. That's the issue. Is thinking that we're supposed to have something that no longer exists. Dude, if it was supposed to be here, it would be here. But you're here, right where you're supposed to be. Exactly how you're supposed to be. Moving in the exact direction. You think this was an accident, DJ? Holy crap, dude. The universe doesn't mess up, bro. You were stuck thinking that people love me better than I drink. When you drink. People do love other people better when you drink. That's because they are sick too. You got to think about this, DJ. Hey, drunk people don't like hanging out with sober people, and sober people don't like hanging out with drunk people. Sober people most commonly hang out with sober dudes, right? Drunk people, hey, come on, just one more. Hey, come on. Here's two more. Hey, get on my level, dude. There's no way that they're going to hang out with someone that actually loves themselves, because that's just a reflection of how little they are loving themselves. Dude, DJ, when you show up and you're not drinking, bro, all these people right here, you got to keep in mind, it's not that you don't mix with them. It's that they don't know how to hang out with you without drinking. You're setting the bar by taking care of yourself. They believe they're taking care of themselves by alleviating the pains. Bro, you're not just putting a Band-Aid on. You are literally ripping that shit off and letting it bleed out and going, what's the worst that can happen? I've survived everything else that's ever happened to me. Dude, that's badass. That's what we want to do, right? We want to stand strong in these things, man. Utilize our strength. Utilize these realities. Utilize these absolute perspectives. These aren't my opinions, dude. These aren't just like, you know what, Cody said this thing. These are actual facts. This is how it works. You could choose to fight the feeling, which is also known as resistance, or you could accept the fact that you're capable of designing your life instead of destroying it. Jolie, you know exactly what I'm talking about, dude. We sit here and go like, dude, if I could actively destroy my life, don't you think I could actively design my life? Same energy. You're saving people, man. I'm helping people save themselves, brother. Like, that's what's important to me. Jacob, do I want to go live with you? Not tonight, bro. Like, my sinuses are kicking in. I'm going to be rolling out here in just a few minutes, dude. I've been on just over an hour. But hit me up, dude, and we'll try and schedule it. That's for sure. Erica, what's up? So true. I appreciate you. Thank you. I can go 3 days without drinking and then think about it. But when I do, I get and can't stop. What's that mean? Okay, so I'm going to read this again because my ADHD is super fun. I can go 3 days without drinking and thinking about it. But when I do, you can't stop. What's that mean? So what that means, okay, look. So first off, it only takes 4 days to become 100% sober. Okay, that's how long it takes alcohol to process out of your bloodstream. So if you can make it 3 days, you could easily make it 4 days. So here's the trip. You're going to day 3, and you're, first off, this is clinically what's happening. You're still under the influence of alcohol. You're on the tail end. Day 3 is when the anxiety kicks in. Day 3 is when those nervous thoughts. Yeah, but I don't know what's gonna. I haven't. But just one. I'll just have just one. Like, it's not that bad, right? That's alcohol talking. That's your body going through this autonomic fear setting that's basically Alcohol is going, hey, trust me, dude, you don't want to be without me. And your body has to respond to that. That's why day 3 is usually the hardest for most people. The anxiety kicks in, and then we just don't like the anxiety, and then we go back to drinking. And then, of course, you're not going to have just one, because you got to remember this. If we're going to say, if this is where you prefer to be, and you're moving further away from that, and then you get afraid or scared or something happens, and you go back to drinking, boom, you're going right back to where you left. If you were drinking 10 when you left, you're going to go right back to drinking 10. And it's this magnet. Damn it, dude. 3 days, right back. It's right here, dude. When you pass on to day 4, boop, it's like, hey, where'd you go? And it's like, oh, there's no alcohol in my body right now. Now I can just actually feel what's left, right? Yeah, I don't have that much energy. Yeah, I'm not sleeping that well. My diet's back though, right? I have less depression. I got a little bit of anxiety. I'm unfamiliar with this space, but it's not too bad. Okay, day 5, I'm doing pretty good, right? And then you start moving forward, and then your body goes, hey, remember that thing that we don't have in our body? Thank you. I'm really thirsty now, right? And then you start craving more water. Then you're like, dude, I really have this thing with Gatorade these days. I'm going to marry this bitch. And you're like, right? Then you start really getting involved. But if we just sit here and go, oh, I can only make it to day 3, you're right, dude. Your brain doesn't know the difference. Your brain does not know that you aren't speaking facts. What that means, Tina, is your brain accepts anything that you say. Anything that you say. It doesn't know that it's not true. Listen to what I'm saying. Whatever you say, your brain accepts like a sponge, dude. It doesn't have the power, objectively, to differentiate whether what you're saying is true or not. It just takes the data in and encodes it. This is why we say the things that we say in the ways that we say them. Because if our brain is going to hear something and it's going to remember it like an elephant, then we need to make sure that what we're saying is as accurate as possible. It's not day 3. You can make it to day 3,000. But until you start telling your brain that that's what you want it to think, then it's going to limit you to go, at day 3, we go back. And it's going to program you and influence you subconsciously to do exactly that. As a matter of fact, on day 2, you're going to start having day 3 anxiety. I know what happens tomorrow. Day 3. Oh, I told you. I told you it was going to happen. Here comes day 3. Glug. I knew it. Dude, you got to say something different, bro. Frojo, what's up, man? So. 60 days? That's almost 70. After 3.5 years, I picked up for 1 week straight. Dude, that's next level, dude. So natural. So what you're saying is 60 days. Okay, so you went, I'm just reading this out. Hopefully I understand this. So you went 3.5 years, you started drinking for 1 week straight, and then you stopped, and now you're 60 days in. Is that what you're saying? Because I love that. That's absolutely amazing, because I got something really, really cool to tell you about that. You can go 180 now. That's amazing. How do I fight this insomnia? You got to practice going to sleep, man. Busy Fierce in the building. Oh, a super powerful human just entered the chat. What's up, girl? I'm so stoked to see you. Oh my goodness, man. You still drink over a bottle? I get you, dude. I get you. We'll talk about that. What was I going to say? So, okay, you said yes. So, yes, that's what happened. So what this means is you went 3.5 years. Okay, so listen to what I'm saying. And you're 60 days in, so that's what, another 2 months? So you went 3. Okay, so this is how sobriety works, okay? You didn't lose your sobriety. You didn't lose 3.5 years of sobriety by drinking for 1 week. You just go back to being sober. You are the exact same amount of sober. Sober is sober, dude. Like, you weren't 3.5 years sober. You were sober. You were the exact same amount of sober on day 4 as you were on day 3 years and 6 months. You see what I'm saying? You can't get more sober than sober. So I bring density to this, natural woman, because when you could only continue adding in this aspect. So you went 3.5 years, amazing. You drank for a week, and then you continued not drinking. You take those 2 extra months, those 60 days, and you continue adding. So was it 3 years and what, 6, 7, 8 months? 3 years and 8 months? 6, 7, 8? Almost 4 years. So you're not going to start your sobriety journey over because you can't gain more sobriety. And it doesn't matter how long you say no for. The point is, dude, you went 3.5 years of checking yourself, not wrecking yourself. You were taking care of you. You reached a state where you're like, might as well just check it out, see what happens. I doubt I'll relapse. You chose from a conscious, healthy state of success that maybe alcohol was for you. You then realize that it's probably not the best idea. There's nothing wrong with figuring out what doesn't work, dude. We don't beat ourselves up for that. You just go right back to adding. That's it. That's amazing. You got to remember this. Most people won't even attempt to stop for a week. They won't even try it. Yet you went 3.5 years plus another 60 days and drank for 7 days out of 3.5 years? That's bananas, dude. That's absolutely bananas. This is how I would speak if I did the same thing. If I went and I ever lapsed in my sobriety, that's a lapse, by the way. That's not a relapse. A relapse means that you can't stop now. It's worse. You need the hospital. You need rehab. You need help. You need support. That's not what you did. You had a week lapse in your sobriety. If the same thing happened to me and I went a week after 6+ years, I would not be beating myself up. I would not be sitting here going like, hey, guys, I did this thing. You know what? Here's what's up. I drank. I was supposed to be the leader. You're ridiculous. I'd be like, dude, I straight up partied my ass off. Never again, bro. I totally forgot what it's like to hate myself. And I just needed that reminder, dude. And I definitely figured it out. It took me 6.5 years to become someone that would be even remotely interested in testing that out. And yeah, never again. I'm still 6.5 years sober, dude, and counting. Minus 1 day. Like, that's it. Like, that's literally how I would talk about sobriety and recovery and things like that. So I say all of this to go like, dude, that is absolutely phenomenal work. That is next level amazing, man. Once again, most people won't even admit that they're struggling. Other people can't even admit that they have a problem. And then more importantly, there's a majority of people who have given up on trying, even though they've attempted in the past. And even more people that couldn't even imagine themselves without alcohol, so they continue making it worse. I'm super proud of you. That's absolutely phenomenal, man. That is next level. Love yourself 5 months sober this Saturday. No way, dude. That's so amazing. I love that for you, dude. Are you just, excuse me. Told you, the throat's getting dry. All right. I forgot my water. Oh, goodness. Are you just sober, dude? Or are you actually recovering? Do you feel like better? Like not just, there's less poison in my body? Or do you actually feel like better? Like I'm a better human, better person. I'm growing, I'm evolving. Alcohol is the only drug we have to explain why we aren't taking it. 100%, dude. It is a drug. I love that you bring that up because here's the trip. When you are drinking, when you're drunk, you're in the act of overdosing. So check it out. When you're drinking, you're dosing alcohol. That's what a shot is. That's what a drink is. It is a dose of liquor. Your dose may taste like orange juice or it may taste like gasoline. That's a dose. When you dose something out, it's measured, okay? This is how much is in this pill, right? Or whatever it is. So you are dosing yourself with a drug. Alcohol is a drug. It's one of the most addictive drugs on earth, dude. It's one of the only drugs that will kill you if you stop taking it. To reach a degree, it stopped my heart, liver failure, all that stuff. Like, it's no joke, dude. So when you're drunk, you're in the act of overdosing. You are sitting here going like, it's too much of this drug, and I'm overdosing. I'm having all the symptoms. I'm sideways. I'm weird. I'm starting not to remember things. I'm doing all the weird stuff. Oh, there's a DUI. I'm overdosing. I'm out of control. Then you have a blackout. That is an overdose. When you've completely overdosed on alcohol, the drug, you don't remember anything. You can't recall. Your consciousness has literally left you, dude. It doesn't mean your brain doesn't remember. It means that it left you. It tried to keep you safe. But because there was so much alcohol in your body, it literally had to make you go unconscious. You were conscious, but unaware of your consciousness. Super trippy. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. My point is, drunk is overdosing. Blackout is overdosed. And it's when we've overdosed on alcohol that that we start to We start to second guess our decisions. Jacob, help. I get you, bro. There's only so much that I can do for you here, dude. Like, once again, man, you're either going to click the link in my bio, dude, join one of the programs. You're going to work with me personally, or you're going to take yourself to a hospital. There's detox, rehab, man. There's endless opportunities. But it comes down, you got to remember this, dude. Just screaming for help isn't helping yourself. Just thinking about doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Just saying that you have a problem isn't solving it. It's a step to it. So here's what I'm saying, dude. What are you going to do to support you? Because we can only invest in you to the level that you're willing to invest in yourself. And if the way you want to invest in yourself is to put your hand up and say, help. Help with what? We need full sentences, dude. We need you to start making moves so we can meet you where you're at. But if you continue running the opposite direction, you got to remember this. We're not chasing you, dude, because we're chasing ourselves. We're out here taking care of us. But if you start running towards us, then we're here with open arms going, here's everything we got, dude. You obviously want this. This is obviously something that's making you run. Even if you're just crawling towards us, at least it's in the direction of where the solution is, right? How did I stop? I died, bro. I don't know how many times I got to talk about this. Ex-alcoholic, liver failure survivor. I drank until I was throwing up blood, bro. I went into cardiac arrest. My heart stopped working. They had to bring me back to life, dude. I threw up a sink full of blood. I had to go into surgery. They had to sew up veins in my throat, dude. The surgery was so intense that my heart literally stopped working. When they brought me back from death, they told me that my liver was failing. I was still dying. Even though I just died, I'm now dying from liver failure. Dude, they tortured me for 250 hours, bro. They had me strapped in 4 different hospitals. My insurance bills were $1.5 million, bro. No guarantee I was going to live. They had me on 19 pills, plus baclofen. It took me 18 months to recover. I lost my ability to walk. My legs didn't work. I had neuropathy, dude. I had ascites. My stomach looked like I was 9 months pregnant, dude. I have an umbilical hernia, bro. Like, I didn't just stop drinking. I literally drank all the way to meeting the creator, bro. I remember dying and coming back. Most people are gonna die from drinking less than me. I'm not special. Most people can't handle 30 shots a day. Most people can't handle more than 2 bottles a day. 30 to 45 shots, 3,000 milliliters of alcohol. Most people aren't going to have a tolerance that high. And if they do, guess what happens? They become part of the 3.3 million people that die from alcohol every single year. 78 million people. What is it? 240,000 people are going to die just from liver failure this year. Dude, no joke, man. You want to stop? Put the goddamn drink down. Don't pick it up again. Is that too hard? Then you need to figure out what it is that you need. Do you need to go get strapped down to a table, dude, until someone like puts a pill in your system? Do you need to sweat it out? Do you need to call a friend? Because Googling this is not fixing it, dude. If you're not hitting the link in my bio and taking a look at what I've created for people in your exact position, you're not helping yourself, dude. Nobody's coming. We're not coming. We're not coming, dude. It is you. You're either going to get the absolute living fuck off of TikTok and do something about your life and save your ass, or you're going to continue kicking it and talking about it like it's solving something. It's not. Nobody's breaking the windows down. Nobody's coming to the front door. Nobody's going to pull that drink out of your hand. Nobody cares, dude. Not even you. You want to know how we know no one cares, including you? You won't fix the problem, dude. If you really cared, you'd do something about it. This goes back to what I was saying. Do you want to fix the problem, or do you just want the attention? Look how much attention I'm giving you, boo-boo. Look at it. 165 people are hearing me speak to you. That's a lot of attention, dude. Your actions are actively living in the minds of 170 people right now. All because you continue saying, help, dude. I would rather talk about your success. I would rather show up tomorrow and be like, guess who jumped into the Beyond Sober Masterclass? Guess who looked at the single shot method? Guess who jumped into Unlabeled? Guess who signed up for coaching? Guess who called 911? Guess who put themselves in rehab? Guess who ended up in AA? Guess who did what was goddamn necessary to take care of themselves? It wasn't me, I done did that, bro. It was you, it was Jacob. That's who I want to talk about. And that's how I want to talk about you. You want to get above average results? You want to do what 78 million other people did this year? You're going to have to make moves, dude. Because scrolling and drinking isn't going to unlock some magic within you. It isn't going to trigger the hook in your system. It is not going to rewrite the codes. You do that consciously, actively, on purpose, with intent. And if that's not your goal, then we're not going to attempt to convince you that you matter. Because the fact remains that you do matter whether you like it or not. And you are the reason you think it's not true. It's a fact, dude. We want to see you happy. We want to see you healthy. We want to see you win. What's it going to take for you to allow that to be real in your life, man? Because it's not going to be me, dude. You're the prize, Tina. 100%. Ontario, being sober 3 months and feeling great. That's amazing. All right, y'all. My throat's closing up. You can hear me coughing. Jacob, make moves, dude. We're here for you. 100%. Dude. BeyondSober.org, SoberNotSober.com. All of my tools and resources are right there. Google is totally free. ChatGPT is free. Sobriety is free, dude. Happiness is also free. But why do we make it feel impossible? Why do we keep setting this price tag that is just unreachable in our lives? We have to stop prioritizing things that don't matter, dude. And we have to actively want to take care of ourselves, dude. Our peace comes from knowing that everyone around us cares about themselves, man. The better we take care of ourselves, the better we are for others, dude. That's why I went to the gym today. Even with a busted up shoulder, I'm still taking care of me because I'm leading my own life and sharing that leadership with everybody that's interested in growing. That's why we're all here, man. You take care of you, okay? I'm going to tell you that in a second. With that said, just because my throat is closing up and I'm out of water, I'm going to roll out. You're amazing. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. Thank you for every single one of your amazing comments, all of these kick-ass questions, dude. I've got tons more content coming out. I've released over 4,000 videos here on TikTok. I've got the blog up. You can go to Medium, just type in Beyond Sober, you see all my stuff. I'm over on Facebook, 140,000 people over there. Beyond Sober Masterclass, thousands of us people working together over there. Tons of new people this year. Next year, we're going to be thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Adonis, thank you for subscribing, girl. Thank you so much for continuing to arrive, man. Continuing to take care of you. Continuing to show up, dude. It is next level. We are all leaders here. We are all active participants in our own saving. And we're encouraging not just ourselves, but the people around us to love on them just a little bit more. Just a little bit happier every single day. And if there's something that I could personally do, Katie, that can help you love yourself just a little bit more, not just some kind words, but some kind actions, then just let me know. You could hit me up on the website, dude. Once again, link in bio. You'll see a little form right there. It says, hey, how can I support you today? I'm constantly answering emails. I'm either sending a text message, responding to an email, or sending a video. I'm sending resources, dude. I even have a chat bot that's ready for you guys. All of this stuff, I do this every single day because I want you to continue growing. I want you to take care of you. And if there's a tool or a resource that I have that you could benefit from, I want you to have it. I want you to do it better than me, dude. Do it better than me. You guys are all 1,000 steps further than I ever was because you're not in the hospital bright yellow, dude. 20 days sober, Jen. I'm so proud of you. On that note, hey, drink water and please, like my mother always says, take care of you, okay? Okay? You just take care of you for me, right? Because I'm going to take care of me for you, okay? Together, we're taking care of each other, all right? Take care of you, right? Just a little bit.